What's the difference between East Coast and West Coast burlesque?
Well, I haven't performed burlesque on the West Coast, so I think that my idea of a West Coast burlesque is that it's more. I don't know. Did you see that movie Burlesque with Christina Aguilera and? Yeah.
I mean, I know what it is, but I
Yeah.
didn't see.
I saw that. I saw a trailer from that, and that was my idea of what West Coast burlesque maybe people expect it to be. I don't know if it's actually like that. Maybe a little more slick, a little more Pussycat Dolls or something. I don't know. I just know that in New York, neo is very big. Neo burlesque is what I do. There's more. It's edgy. It's grittier. It's less slick, but in a good way, I think.
Okay. How do you come up with your story routines? What is the kind of stories you like to tell when you do burlesque?
I just come up with ideas from all sorts of sources. Sometimes it's a piece of music. Sometimes it's an outfit. I do neo burlesque. I think I sort of explained what classic burlesque is. Neo burlesque comes from classic burlesque, but I think there's more focus on storytelling. Mm-hmm. It's maybe it could be a little weirder. It could be a little darker. I come from a theater background, so I just always tell a story. Whether it's like a voodoo queen who's been cheated on and then she voodoos somebody. I have that. That's the act that I just did in Vienna. I did an act where there was sort of more metaphysical, where I was birthed out of a womb and birthed into my birthday suit, which actually was a nude colored bodysuit. And then I ended up putting on clothes, which is a reverse strip.
Okay.
And then stripping them off, and then stripping off the bodysuit as if it was a skin. So for me, that story was about, the human condition, being birthed and finding our place and getting down, putting on all the layers, and then at the end of our lives, we're stripped down to our elemental selves.
Okay. Do you have a most embarrassing performance moment?
I did have an experience where my dress wouldn't come off. So I was on stage.
You're kind of pulling.
Yeah, and pulling for a really, really, really long time. And some of the girls that I was performing with it was a tiny place. We're off stage like, what's going on? Does she need help? And I'm like, yes, I need help. Someone help me. But no one helped me. That's okay. So I had to rip the dress, which was sad because it was a beautiful vintage 1950s dress.
Did you make it look like part of the routine? Did the audience know you were having problems?
I think they knew for a second, or they thought they knew for a second, but then when I just committed to ripping the dress off, they were like, whoa,
When you talked about the backstage with, no one helping you with your problem with your dress, is it competitive amongst the dancers? Is it kind of like what we think of beauty queens behind the stage where
no,
they put oil in your hairspray or
like showgirls,
yes,
marbles on the steps?
Exactly.
No, for the most part, no. I will say that there are different personality types as in any business, but for the most part, burlesque performers have a really tight community and help each other. There's competition for sure. Everybody wants to be the best. Everybody wants to stand out. Everybody wants to get the most gigs. But I haven't really encountered, and I'm a fairly new performer. I haven't encountered that cutthroat sort of showgirls
someone put
mentality
a hole in your outfit or
no, thank God.
What is a stage kitten?
A stage kitten is very important in burlesque. A stage kitten is like an assistant, a stage assistant. She's often a fledgling burlesque performer. Sometimes she's a full-fledged burlesque performer. She is the person that makes sure that the stage is clear of discarded items between every act.
Were you ever a stage kitten?
Yeah, I've stage kittened.
What's a golden pasty, and do you have one?
I believe the Golden Pasty is an award given at the New York Burlesque Festival. And no, I don't have